Hello, this is Jeff Hamrick at Rhodes College, and we are going to talk about adding a filter to your collection of data to restrict the scope of the data that are being analyzed at one particular moment in time in Fathom. So what we have here is a collection of data related to a study in which a female subject in the study wore a bodysuit to make it look like she had either an A cup bra size, a B cup bra size, or a C cup bra size. She then attempted to hitch rides from various drivers who were passing by her in their cars, and the psychologist conducting the study recorded whether or not those drivers stopped to help the woman out or whether or not they ignored her and continued on their way. So it's always a good idea to create a table of your data. And as we've discussed recently, it's a good idea as well to create a bar chart to sort of investigate what's going on with your data. So let me do that really quickly. We've done this before. I'll put cup size here, and I'll put the behavior of the driver right here. As you can see, there's a perhaps minute tendency, but definitely it's there for women to be stopped on the side of the road when they're trying to get a ride if their bra size is apparently larger. In the same way, there's a tendency for the drivers to decreasingly ignore the woman on the side of the road as a function of her bra cup size. So the effect that we're talking about here psychologically seems to be the strongest between the A cup size and the C cup size. That seems to be the largest difference in bar heights. And so it might be the case that we want to restrict our study to just the A cup instances and the C cup instances. And the way we do this in Fathom, the way we sort of remove the B cup instances in the trials from our study is to use a filter. And here's how we do that. Go to the collection up here in the left-hand corner and click on Object, and you'd like to add a filter. The shortcut for that is Control F. If you can remember that, you can use it. When we ask to add a filter, two things happen. The collection explodes here into a collection of balls. Those are the balls that were in the box. Now they've sort of exploded out so that we can see a representation of each of them. And a formula box has come up that's very similar to the formula box that we've used to define measures. And this is the way we're going to add filters. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of from our data set of all those instances in which the attribute cup size is not equal to B. We only want those instances in which it's either equal to A or C, which is the same thing as being not equal to B. So remember that we can get this equals to turn into a not equals by pressing the Control key. That turns it back into a not equals sign. And then if we type in the string B, we will require that we only work with entries in the data collection such that the cup size is not equal to B. Okay, so press OK, and let's see what happens here. The B members here have been sort of faded out. They're very slightly faded out. And if you take the corner of this expanded out collection icon and you push it back in, you can restore the original icon for the data collection. And then when we go to the table, what we see is that all of the cup sizes that are in the table now are either C or A. The B's are gone. Alrighty? The bar chart similarly has dynamically updated itself so that it automatically doesn't have the B cup sizes in it anymore. The one remaining task that we should discuss before we end this screencast is how we remove the filter from the data collection, and that's fairly easy to do. If you simply click on this collection icon and you go to Object, you can remove the filter, and that will kill it and restore the original shape of the data collection. It's also clear, however, how we can go back and edit the filter that we've been working with. If you take the data collection icon, make sure it's surrounded in blue, and then stretch it out a bit, you get the collection of balls sort of representation of the data set back. But you also have an expression right here for the rule that's been imposed by the filter. Just double click on that and you'll have a chance to edit the filter. Let's say change this to A right here.